Well, good morning, everybody. Fall is upon us. The signs of fall are all around. I'm sure if you just look for them, you can see them. We're in Wisconsin, and we're in west central Wisconsin on the Minnesota border on the Mississippi River. Red Wing, Minnesota is right across the border from us. So that is our location. And signs have started. The sumac have started to turn color, the leaves, some of the trees here and there, and when I go up to up north, there's a little more color on the leaves and the foliage and whatnot, and some of the plantings that some of the people have, you can see they're starting to go. It's time to get the mums out. I always plant marigolds at my front walkway, the only one flower garden that I have left. I used to have many, but just down to one now because I want to go up to the lake in the summer. But they're kind of starting to look pretty bad. You know, the leaves and on the marigolds are all getting crunchy and icky, and the marigolds, of course, have some nice little pretty flowers. They're pretty hardy flowers. I like to plant those because they're low maintenance, no upkeep to them. Water them when they first go in. Once they've developed their root systems, they're safe. You know, it gets dry and stuff. They kind of weather through all of that. But they're looking straggly, so it's time to go. And I usually like to get 2 pots of mums, one for either side of my walkway. When you come to the house, just a little bit of cherry nest, and then, you know, it's time to set out the fall decorations. I put a little scarecrow guy out in my front that I've had for years and years. He's looking pretty rough himself, but from a distance from the roadside you don't notice. And some other things, and the leaves and the cornucopia type things, squash and all that type of things. The fruits that go in the cornucopia. I start putting that type of stuff out, just a few fall things. I don't go crazy for fall, but I do put a few little fall things. I love fall. Fall is my favorite season of the year, above all. Fall, then spring, but I love fall. I love the feel of fall. I love the bright, sunny, beautiful day today. As you can tell, there might be a little background music this morning because my son is out mowing the lawn. He said, oh wait, and then he goes, well, it's nice out, and it's dry, you know, you don't get that wet, dewy right now this time of year because the humidity's gone too. Oh, I love it, it's lovely. So he's out mowing the lawn, and I will be chopping down my peonies or peonies. They're done for the season, and I'll be chopping down the rhubarb. That's completely done, and start doing some of the fall cleanup for our yard. We do have an apple tree, but it only really produces every other year. We have a few straggly, sad-looking apples on it right now, which the critters have gotten to, the bugs, this year. So next year will be the productive year. And we also have a grapevine that has been here since the mid-70s from the original owners, Ruby Swanson, of the house. And we thought the whole thing was dead because the primary thing, because it's been there since the 70s, and you know, we're not much for trim. We'll trim it back a little bit. And we've made wine and we've made jelly over the years, but they haven't been very good productive years. And this spring we thought, it's dead. She's gone. I said, let's not cut her down yet, just to see if maybe something comes back, and it did. It started forming new branches, and the base stock doesn't look too healthy, but we've got all this new growth and stuff. So next year we might have some grapes again. They're just the purple Concord grapes. Just the they do make very nice wine and very nice jelly. So hopefully we'll have that back so we can make some treats off that again next year, because the wine was delicious. It was like a nice, sweet, yummy wine. Yummy, drinkable. So those are kind of the signs of fall for everybody. Yard cleanup, there's only maybe a very small handful, count on one hand, to mow the lawn left, because the grass, of course, is starting to slow up, and the soybean field, which is outside my window, right across the road there, is all yellow. It's all yellow, and they'll be doing the harvest for that. And I know the farmers are starting to get in the fields and doing some hay harvesting and whatnot. Not sure what the moisture content on the field corn is, because they like to try to get that down a little bit if they can before they go through and do all the stuff for the field corn. So I think it's just a tad bit early for that, but that will be pretty soon too. I know that some of the fields have been very busy with harvesting, and the big, huge trucks loading up whatever the produce is out of the fields, you know, for like farmer type stuff, not like produce type stuff. I notice that's starting to taper down. The tomatoes are starting to go on. When it freezes, they'll be gone. So everybody will be watching to see if it freezes and picking them all and laying them all over their house, so they can hopefully get a few more meals off the tomatoes and stuff. But the gardens are starting to dwindle out a little bit too. So we're not getting all that fresh produce like we were. Oh, we're going to miss it. fall, it's here. Fall harvest though. So, I talked to you last Labor Day already, and this is kind of a normal week for me. I hope you guys all had a great work week. But today is Sunday. I usually have coffee with you on Saturday, but I had so much stuff I had to do yesterday, and I thought I have to get going and get that stuff done, because there's tons of stuff that I need to do before winter's here, because once that snow comes and everything, you know, it kind of shuts everything down, and you're not going to go out in your garage and clean that up, or clean little projects in your shed or whatever up because of the snow. So I got a lot of stuff done, and lordy. I went to my thrift stores and vintage stores and all like that I usually do, and I really didn't find anything. I didn't pay. I think I picked up one little cup for 49 cents or something, a little, to put some makeup things in, and that was about it. And went to Walmart. Well, fall is here for Walmart, because they're starting to clean their shelves off and getting their summer things off. You know, their yard and garden and that type of stuff, of course. But the makeup lines are changing all their colors also for the fall things. So, boy, did I come away with a makeup haul. The brand Flower, which is one of the cruelty-free ones, and I haven't worked up to using her foundation and stuff yet, but I've used her powder, because the powders from the other ones I've used I'm happy with. But hers is very nice, her loose powder I've been using. So, I know that the couple things that I've tried and snitched before I did the official 2-week trial of her, I like so far. So they had 50% off, and I'm sure it's the summer colors or discontinued colors or whatever for the season. So it was 50% off all these flower products. I snarfed them up. I got those, and then I had some other things I had to get for some other people, and some gift baskets and stuff. So I'm going to do is a little makeup beauty product cruelty-free haul, because I got a lot of stuff for lots of different reasons and purposes, and stuff for myself too. So I'm going to do a little cruelty haul for all the goodies that I got, because I always like to see what everybody else got. So I'm going to share what I got. So that's all going on with me. And this has nothing to do with anything, but I had to break down and buy some stamps at the store, and right now these are so neat, and they're vintagey, of course, but they have Elvis stamps. Are those a hoot? I just love them. Music icons, the king, Elvis Presley. You can go get those, and they're forever stamps. You know, like you used to buy stamps, and then they changed the prices, and you have to buy penny stamps and all this type of stuff. But these are forever stamps. Hope I can see. Let's see where that is. So they had those, which I just loved. Picked up a sheet of those. It's going to take me forever to use them, because I hardly mail anything anymore. Maybe people with Christmas cards will be having Elvis Presley come done this year. And the other one, you can see that. Aren't those beautiful? Ingrid Bergman. Legends of Hollywood. Let's see. So I got a whole sheet of those, which will, of course, take me forever to use too. But I just loved them. She was so beautiful. And lovely actress too. And her daughter, Isabella Rossellini, looks just like her. Beautiful also. So I picked up a couple sheets of stamps just for fun. I could have got by with one, but I thought, oh, I want both of those. I didn't need them. So that's what's going on with me. I'm going to do a little cruelty-free haul with you and stuff today, and I've got to get going because it's the end of third quarter, and I need to do my third quarter vintage thrift shopping haul. I'm trying, because I got it here, there, and everywhere, and I'm just trying to remember what have I bought in the last 3 months. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to have to like pull some old pictures and stuff to figure out what I've got, because I did get quite a few things. I got like 3 or 4 dresses and some house dresses and some hats, and but I can't remember what it is. So I'm going to learn to like write things down on a little piece of pad of paper just so I remember, because I can't remember all that stuff. There you go. It slips my mind. So I'm going to do that today, and one of my piles of my stuff that I bought. And I'm going to reorganize my vintage room, because I need to make room for my other stuff that I've got. And I have a box started to go to Salvation Army for vintage things that I bought. I bought one vintage house dress. I thought, oh, that's cute as a bug. And, you know, the sizes ran differently then. I'm like, oh, that will fit me. No, it won't. It won't fit me unless I gain another 75 pounds. So I do not want to. And I could have a lady alter it for me. But it would cost me $4.99, and I don't want to spend $5.99 getting it altered, because that'd be kind of silly. So I'll just give it back to Salvation Army and somebody come and pick that up. And the last little morning conversation thing is, I also have a Vintage Camper Girl Wisconsin Facebook page. And since they closed down my other YouTube channel, gone, I didn't realize that anybody who had shared or posted off that or anything that I had posted onto my Facebook page from the old channel is gone. So you'll see that thing and you're going to click on the video and it'll go like, you know, all staticky. It'll say this channel is no longer available or whatever. Some type of statement like that. Like, oh, I didn't realize that. So this morning I spent, it took me about a half hour going back because I've only been doing it since like February, March. So I went clear back and I deleted all those things off my Facebook page because if they click on them, it's all static anyway. And just put a little notation of, you know, hey, sorry, but those old videos are gone forever. Like, except for the ones I reposted. So I am going on my Facebook page because I have quite a few people who are following me on my Facebook page, but not YouTube because they don't have Google accounts and all that type of stuff. And posting some of my older videos that I kind of like or whatever, or people seem to like or like to watch, onto my Facebook page for the ones that are not my YouTube people. I am slowly still working those numbers up. Thank you very much. So everybody have a lovely week. Future plans for me are next weekend up to the lake. I think that's correct. For just a little mini weekend with me and Molly. And then the following weekend, which would be, I believe, the last weekend of September, it'll be me, my husband, Gary, and my cousin Christy are going to do a little trek up to the lake and do a little, it's the Dancing Dragonfly Winery Fall Wine and Food Festival and grape stomping. So we're going to go up to do that. I've never done anything like that before, so that'll be fun and interesting, and all three of us are going to go make a little weekend getaway. So that will be fun. Then it'll be October. And October is upon us. And we decided to cancel our Chicago trip just because of my husband's business. I'm kind of sad about it. I'm a little upset, but you know, what do? You got life's responsibilities, and we'll get there someday, just not this year, until things are a little more organized and steady at my husband's business. And they pretty much are now, but he's, I think, a little bit nervous for leaving that far away for that long a period of time. So we'll shoot for stuff for next year. So that's alright. I mean, I got a long week in October. Hopefully I'll keep it organized and do some stuff around here. And then we're going to try to get away for just like 2 days somewhere and doing something within an hour radius of our home. I don't know what yet, but we'll find something to do. So that's what's going on with me. Everybody have a great week. And next time I see you will be up north for coffee at the lake. And then that will be one of the last 3 times. That one, the winery weekend, and then the last weekend I go up there will probably be in October sometime for cleanup and shutdown. Then it's done till next year. Oh Lord, it's sad. I'm gonna miss it because then it's long winter, except for Viva Las Vegas in April. And I like to plan for things for like 6 months in advance, so I'll be spending many times having packing parties and talking about that with you and whatnot. But then it'll be the holidays. After October, it's Thanksgiving and the holidays upon us. And then we're into our new year already, 2016. What the hey? Have a great week. Thanks for having coffee with me, and I'll catch you next week for coffee. And hopefully get organized and get a couple little videos about my big haul of my clearance cruelty-free things and some other things that I picked up, which I have found, which I'm kind of excited to talk to you about. So we'll catch you next time. Everybody take care.